this is now the second video on the Sansa Clip, and I wanted to show you one thing before I forget. The way to charge the Sansa Clip, again, was with the mini USB cord that I showed you, which looks like this. That's slightly different than the charging cord for the Amazon Kindle, which you've also seen and you also have, which looks like this. Let me just pull them both close here. There's the one for the clip, and there's the one for the Kindle. You'll see the Kindle one is the one on the left. It's much smaller than the one for the clip. They're both fairly standard. The one for the clip, I think it's called a mini USB cord. It's a little more common. But in any event, they are slightly different, not interchangeable with each other. Okay, back to the clip. We've lost the video display. Let's put it back on. It indicates that something is being played for us here. Again, music is what we selected off the menu. Remember the last time we pressed select, and there's another menu here. Again, these menus are simply lists of things. Here we can see 3 items at a time, but it's a menu very much like the home menu that we just looked at that we can flip through using these keys. Notice they don't give the up or down arrow like the Amazon one, because they have, like the Kindle does, because they have even more functions. But they go up and down. It's simply directional. If you're in a menu, you can bet that this one will move you up in the menu, this one will move you down in the menu. Okay, let's look at this menu one after another. Alle Wiedergeben, that's not very helpful. That would simply play everything that's on the Sansa Clip without you selecting it. So we can skip that. Zuletzt hinzugefügt means whatever you put on the Sansa Clip last. That's not always accurate. It might be helpful to you if you've been putting material on it, but the best place to find material, or one of the best places, is Interpreten, which I guess means artists. That's how it shows up when you use the English selection. And let's select that and take a look at how the artists, the creators of all these works, are organized. This again is a menu from which you could select a particular artist. Let's go to the very top of it. Alle Wiedergeben, again, you can skip that or ignore that because that would play everything. But like the Kindle, it's organized alphabetically by first name, and not always the most helpful. And also, a lot of names you simply won't recognize. These are simply names of singers that are singing certain songs. Again, if you're not quick with this, it will flip back to the last song you were on. That can be a handy feature because you might be pressing these buttons by accident. If this is in your pocket or something like that, you don't necessarily want to select a new song by accident. But if you're going slow in your selection process, you just have to remember to get back to where you're going. Again, pressing home once will give you the display. Pressing it again will give you the initial home menu that includes, remember, music, slot radio, etc. Music, go back up, settings. We select music by pressing number 1, and we were just looking at Interpreten, which I said is a very useful category. Let's select that. Alfredo Kraus, again, maybe that's just the name of a singer. Let's move down here to see if there's a name we recognize. Oh, here's one, Martin Luther. Well, let's select that and see what works we have by Martin Luther. Not very many, unfortunately. I think there's another one listed under a different name, but Der kleine Katechismus we could listen to, again, by pushing down. Again, it's always down if you want the select tour to go downwards. Now we're on it. To listen to it, we would press this, and now it shows us the various chapters. Again, it's like a menu. You could move within the chapters if you wanted to. You saw we just scrolled down 1 through 7, came back to 1. Let's press 1 and let's see if this is, if we like the narrator, if this is interesting to us. And again, I said I plugged in a speaker here.
Dies ist eine LibriVox-Aufnahme. Alle LibriVox-Aufnahmen sind lizenzfrei und in öffentlichem Besitz. Weitere Informationen und Hinweise zur Beteiligung an diesem Projekt gibt es bei LibriVox.org. Luthers kleiner Katechismus. Abschnitt 1. Die 10 Gebote.
Okay, so this is what you would be hearing through your headphones, and over here is the volume control. You see there's a plus and a minus If we want it louder, we would go plus, and you can see
Wir sollen Gott
there
über all Ding
to the
fürchten,
maximum,
lieben
and then
und
here
vertrauen.
is minus,
Das
make it
andere,
less loud.
du sollt den Namen deines Gottes
Okay,
nicht
so let's just
vergeblich führen.
go like
Was
that.
ist das?
Keep it fairly loud.
Wir sollen Gott
But again, it may
nicht
come out differently through your
dass wir
headphones,
bei
and so
seinem
you'll want to
Namen
be,
nicht fluchen, schwören,
let's turn this
zaubern.
off so we're not distracted. So that's the way that sounds. That was a free recording. This Martin Luther work is in the public domain, therefore there's no copyright on it, no copyright to worry about, and that's why it can be provided for free, and some volunteer has read it. Some of the volunteers are better than others, but they all read quite clearly and distinctly, so if you're interested in mainly the content of the work, you will find it quite satisfactory. I'm going to stop here and we'll move on to the next one.